If they're attacking your rooks, threaten a queen. If they're attacking your queen, threaten checkmate and pawn. And in all cases, you can counterattack with check as an in-between move. Counterattack, the #1 tool, recommended by grandmasters.
It's really all about your diet. You know, you are what you study. And if you study great players, you play great chess. Playing blitz with Hikaru Nakamura, or regularly playing blitz with someone who literally shows you glaringly what you're doing wrong, like that. There is no substitute for the old-fashioned, you know, just getting slapped across the face when you make the mistake. Just no substitute.
The problem is that right now, I believe that Ron is the better player, and nothing's going to change that. The only person that can change that is right here. If you honestly put anyone on a pedestal, then you're already going to have an experience. You're going to have some difficult experiences against opponents. If you put anyone on a pedestal, then you might as well just hang it up, because you're not going to be able to beat them. You have to take the bull by the horns, find their faults. They are human like anyone else. And that's all you have to do, is raise yourself up. A certain comfort zone soar toward playing correctly, grabbing space, an equal amount of space, having equal chances to win, not letting yourself fall behind in any manner, way, shape, or form by gambiting a pawn unsoundly, like in the Stafford Gambit, but simply playing good chess. So many people out there who are studying openings instead of learning how to win the game. In other words, if you are studying the London or any opening variation, how much will that really reward you toward winning a game versus learning specific strategic methods, maneuvers, plays, or honing your endgame skills toward pocketing further points and thereby gaining rating points. I cannot recommend Chess Informant publications highly enough. Despite the nature of the modern era with computing and ChessBase, you can actually receive a digital copy along with your subscription to Chess Informant and receive the benefit of all worlds. And of course, if you invest in other Chess Informant products, such as the 1000 Best of the Best, you'll be able to pick apart the annotations of the 1960s and improve your chess in that manner.
I couldn't just play. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. I was under the weather toward the end of last week, and it somewhat caught up with me yesterday morning, so I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to stream yesterday morning. I probably needed the sleep. The personal health was important. For whatever reason, I went through all of those alarms despite going to bed relatively early Saturday night. I did spend most of the weekend catching up on a lot of previously undone work, which was good. I did notice that Ron Hay had subscribed the other day for 55 months. I did not get his notification. Thank you so much, Ron. Love you, buddy. Ron Hay, a.k.a. Pegasus.sway from Sweden. Been a really valuable and supportive member of the dojo for 5 years. Although 55 months may not add up to the full amount, or does it? Not quite. 4.5 years, close enough. Certainly he was probably checking me out and wondering if I was worth his, at the time, $5. But no, I appreciate everyone who subscribes. We will be doing a little bit more Twitch dedicated streams, and then we might do some Kick dedicated streams, provided it's easy enough to relink the streams afterwards. just to see how it goes, just to see what we can drum up as far as the interest goes. If we do a dedicated stream for a given channel, instructional streams may appear on YouTube. Live and on a regular basis. I need to develop a schedule for that. Viking, good morning. Oh no, I tried to get him here without allowing him to route. I can do it this way. I wanna ride it all night long. Oh, looks like we're gonna get it as well this way. No. Just have to remember that I'm berserking. It's always a trick. No, that was pinned, sir. Is there a check that I'm worried about? Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check checked. Thankfully, this is check. Thankfully, that's check as well because he had knight f6 check.
Jury Goose said, "How's it going?"
Jerry Goose, good morning. I saw you come in. Ron, hey, thank you for the 55 months the other day. I don't know that I saw the notification. I hope it wasn't right at the end. I hope it wasn't one of those streams where you were popping in and I was leaving. Namaste, Ron. I actually threw up a variety of emotes for you earlier. I'll throw them up again. Because, Ron, you definitely make showing up possible. I don't know that I would have continued for 5 years without Ron, MD Night Zero. Now Jerry Goose, of course, is helping to fuel my energy. We had Dragon Emperor. We had such great help in the Discord channel long after Rotten Lemons had set it up. And I am not necessarily a youthful Discord person. I don't know how many people actually are. But Viking has made 3 attempts. All right, Viking. I know he messaged me on chess.com, which I check about once a month. So that was rather fruitless. I don't even have a chess.com shortcut, so I don't even know how to get to chess.com. I believe I have to type chess somewhere, maybe in a browser window. I know that Lichess has an app, which apparently is new and improved. Let's check out the new app. I'm going to go to the Microsoft Store, and I'm going to type in Lichess into the Microsoft Store, and I'm going to see what comes up. Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. It must be an Android app. So let's type chess and see what comes up. Oops, let's take care of this guy first. Francis is getting the F4. I do not want to risk it. We're just going to defend our pawn. We're going to take the free pawn. And we're going to play it the old-fashioned way. How about that? Almost the old-fashioned way. How about that? Yes. 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 And now for something completely indifferent? Do I wish to do it that way? Takes, takes, takes. Takes, takes, takes. Ah, he chose that way to take. Let's give him the old heave-ho on that front to see if he wants to defend or not. I believe that he chose the wrong way. Now, moment of truth. Let's anchor our knight. And now that he can defend, we'll keep up the attack. Do I want to take it this way? I'm going to take it that way. I'll take it that way. Let's keep it up. Keep it up. Sooner or later, he's going to crack. Sooner or later, he's going to crack. And will he crack? This way. You should have taken with the other one. Namaste, Francis. Namaste. I appreciate you. That was the first time I've beaten Francis. Can't believe it. Maybe sleep does help. First time for everything. Francis Mikla. Namaste, sir. How are you? I hope you're in the stream. I hope you are here. Now, wait a minute. Did this come off at... Oh, it came off at 7:15, but during the school day, the kids are required to get to their classrooms at 8 o'clock. So normally... Oh, I take that back. This is the Blitz Arena. I'm just hallucinating. The bullet is 35 minutes. The Blitz is 40 minutes. And the Rapid should be 45 minutes. But I think that has to be changed. Now that I think about it, let's rethink this just for a moment, everybody. Let's rethink this as we just started streaming a few minutes ago. In order for me to give everyone a chance to get in, it should be at least 30 minutes for the Blitz, 35 and then 40, because we have to do 40. We have to do 40 for the Rapid and Classical at 7:15 to make sure the kids are in the classroom at 8:10. So it looks as though I corrected that and started it at 7:10 a.m., which is impossible for me to be there at the start of the thing. The only earliest I can get to the event most of the time will be 7:15. This means that it will be at least 21 for 20 minutes of the arena. And then for the last 25 minutes of the arena, it will be under age 21 students joining. As it turns out, I don't have any arenas set up for, let's get this notification out. You can tell I've done quite a number of World Championship birthdays through the 25th of June. We wish to check out the calendar to find out when all these birthdays are. I'm calling the Topolov Rapid Arena the FIDE Featherweight World Championship. World Chess Championship. The FFWC The FFWC FIDE Featherweight World Championship. Not the famous effing World Championship, which is what FFL, the legend, Gatakemsky has it at. Let's just see what we get. Please remember to join the dojo. Well, I believe this is the rapid. Let's do that one. Did that do it? Nothing, huh? Nothing for rapid. I don't like it. Paul 24, namaste. Yes, I got the other one, by the way. It was Chess Sharks. Tony, I managed to find a copy of the notepad, which, of course, I am keeping diligent. And today is going to be a calendar day. It's a grade reporting day for my students. I have to do student grades, grade reviews today.
Said, hi, Mr. John.
Igor Yadek, June 9th. How are you, Rafa? Good morning. Control C. 1 second. I'm doing a little bit. So Tony Padron was, along with Asa Hoffman, one of those two that I did not get. So here we go. In 18 minutes, and this is Dojo Blitz Rapid Stream. Snow day stream. How about that? It's a snow day for many of the schools here in New York. It is a Zoom day, Zoom snow day for some of the public schools. And let's get that out in 14 minutes. Copy link address. 14 minutes. Control A, Control C. And then we will do it over here, but we're going to eliminate the 14 minutes.
Rafa said, did you just start your live stream?
I started about 20 minutes ago, give or take. Let's take a quick peek. Whoop, did I not send it? Maybe I didn't. Let's check it out if I sent it. Message all members. 6 messages remaining. Okay, good. So we did not. Yeah, it says up here, let's see, that I started streaming 20 minutes ago, 18 minutes ago, give or take. Anna Harapetian. Does she stream in English? She does stream in English. I don't know if she went by Anna Rudolph. W-I-M, Anna Rudolph, and she finally changed her name, maybe, because it was very confusing. I believe that Anna Harapetian went by Anna Rudolph for a short period of time, which may be her married name. But she changed it to her original name. And Anna Cantana, of course. We could knock and drop in and collaborate, but I don't want to bother her. She is on Lead Chess, and she is on Lead Chess regularly and religiously, so that's always good. Let's make sure that we are joined in this arena. Let people know that I am going to be here. We do need to get one earlier note. Let's see how we're doing on our status here. 2 bullet games, gained 1 rating point. 2 blitz games, gained 4 rating points.
Rafa said, I want to watch your live stream, but I have to do my homework.
I always do my work while watching live streams in the background. Technically, watching is not the same as listening. You can always listen, and then when something exciting happens, you can look up. But certainly, it is a trained task, Rafa, to be able to multitask. Men do not do it well. Women do it much better. It's the difference between hunters and gatherers in theory. So yeah, this one was not given. This was played off stream while I was trying to make coffee and address issues from my absence on Thursday from school. It was terrible. Believe I'm back in school tomorrow and I will be off Wednesday. So I will get another chance on Wednesday to catch up with some. So what are we going to do here? We're going to do YouTube instructional streams and Kick just chatting streams. Maybe Kick and YouTube, maybe Kick and Twitch, just chatting streams to see how they work. The main reason is that if I want to do the 2026 Oscar nominees, which I've been trying to catch up on, I've seen one battle after another, Train Dreams, Sinners. I'm drawing a blank on the others right now. But interestingly enough, Sinners was a pretty incredible movie. I love the storyline a lot. I also love the period piece. I love period pieces when they're set, let's say, in the Old West or the early 1900s. And the period does take its toll as a character because in a period piece film, you do have to accept the fact that they do not have cell phones, no easy method of communication. And it affects the learn from your mistakes. It affects your ability to, it didn't like my H5. Interesting. That's crazy. Was there something else going on here? I can just play knight to c6 because if d5, I play knight to d4. And if they try to attack it again, I just move my knight away and I reinforce it. Let's just take a look. If d5. I have even better. There is another weakness I should have spotted on the board. I don't have to walk into the pin. I was correct in noting that knight to d4 was terrible. Knight to d4 is terrible. And bishop to e2 does cross and cover almost everything. And knight to d7 does try to prevent it, but rook to d1 finishes the order of business here. I have no way of defending it any longer. I actually thought that I had a chance here for just a brief moment by playing rook to c2, but it's even worse because I have both queen takes b5 and knight takes f3, which decoy the bishop away from defending the knight, which is all good. So in this particular instance, I played knight to d7 when once again I should just develop my knight to c6. And in this particular instance, I don't know that I have anything against just developing our knight to c6, right? Several moves in a row. The answer every single time was knight to c6. And for whatever reason, I refused to develop my pieces. Tragic and sad at the same time. So I did manage to occupy pretty well. He got 2 games versus me where he lost. And then he won against Ram Bloody Genius, Francis, and Itzar. I'm sorry that I missed you guys. All right, daily rapid stream in 7 minutes. Where is everyone? Oh, I have Jerry Goose and Ron waiting in the wings. It's okay as long as we have 2. Rafa, what part of India are you in, Rafa? As Jerry Goose knows, I like to try to extract more personal information so that I can relate to our viewers as much as possible. You can always tell me where what the weather is in your area. I think I can do it even here. I think there's the weather command. Weather, New York. It used to work. Do not bring this to this game. You won a game on Lee Chess yesterday, Paul. It's good to see you. Hold on. I didn't get the other birthday. I got Igor Yadich, and I did not get the April Fool's Day. Adam Hakobian. Let me just make sure I put that one in. I realized I didn't paste both of them in. I do review these streams later for either clippable material and because when I clip it later when I'm not live, I have to get a longer 90 seconds to edit from. Thank you so much, Paul. I'm way behind. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 rough birthdays to get caught up on. I think I've already started with a few of them. Jules Gambit. I'm not going to use her real name. I'm going to use only her Twitch name in the calendar. Let those stalkers do their own legwork for the most part if they want to bother one of our favorite female streamers. In fact, one of the reasons why I believe that all of these streamers fall off the beaten path. A, they're working hard on their game, and they realize they cannot do that when they're streaming. This is a personal and obvious flaw for me, because I can't work on my game so seriously and teach chess 16 hours a day, as I do throughout the week. Yeah, my day starts at usually 6 or so in the morning, give or take, maybe a little bit earlier because I stream at 5:15 a.m. And I finish around 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So from 11 o'clock at night to about 5 o'clock in the morning, I have a little bit of a respite. Where are we on the puzzle streak category? We're only at 10? This is tragic. Check, check, checkmate. The mate and threes are always lovely. Check. And checkmate. The help of the pawn. I love those backwards movements with the queen. Always worthwhile. So here is black. We can remove the defender of the queen, or we can make sure that we don't have something else. But I do believe that removing the defender of the queen is the easiest. In this particular moment, it looks like it is a removing the defender, followed by a checkmate with the help of the bishop on b6. In this particular instance, what does my opponent expect of me? Should we capture this queen and then play queen takes knight? Or should we capture this queen and then play queen takes knight if they throw in the check? That means that both rooks will be hanging. Rook takes check, and then rook back to f7, yes. Interesting. Had not accounted for that particular possibility. That's not good. Arsenal fan Richie, is that your game? I miss Arsenal fan Richie, but I am glad that he's returned. I thought we had a little bit of a falling out. He and I attempted a podcast idea of his, but I don't know that he has the time. He has a family. He does seem to have the time. I do not have the time. As we already know that I do not have the time for Rogan jokes, let alone anyone else trying to do a podcast. I've considered it. If I could do a once-a-month podcast, that would be ideal. Recap on what was coming up, what happened, but it has to be done in 15 to 20 minutes. I don't think anyone has the attention span for longer than 15 to 20 minutes any longer. It has to be done straight away. Let's take advantage of the skewer from the other side. This one is a nice pawn checkmate. I might keep that one. Yeah, I might keep that one. I could open that one in another window. Cross my fingers. Let's see. I like pawn checkmates, especially from a distance. So in this particular moment, it looks as though we have check and skewer, but is it worth it? Do we have anything else here? I see nothing. Knight check, knight check. Get to 20 and then we'll call it a day. Knight check. Queen check. Rook check. Queen takes. This is probably the simplest. After all, we are in the early stages of these exercises where the knight check is key. And yes, even if we get close, by the way, even if we get close, where he thinks he can actually queen at the same time.
Judy Goose said, Arena started.
Thank you so much. And we're back. Judy Goose is playing Viking. Viking, you're up. Yeah, it's not obligation. It's not an obligation to berserk back if anyone berserks. I have gift sub promo hours that expire February 1st. Let's just make sure that I can promotion duration required 1 hour. Start discount. Let's do it. Gift sub promo, everybody. Gift sub promo. I have not been doing my gift sub promotion. I find that I do this because I enjoy it. I do this because I'm thankful if you support me. Very thankful if you support me. $35% off 5 or more tier 1 gift subs. $35% off 5 or more tier 1 gift subs. Let's see who's in the chat that we could consider. What are we going to do for a gift? I have not gifted a subscription in a while. It could well be time. 35%. And where are our follower count? I could easily give. So for 10 subs, it's 3.
Ash Ketchum, thanks so much for subscribing. Falcon XJW, thanks so much
Oh,
for
no.
subscribing.
I didn't mean to
Local
do that
Local,
as me.
thanks so much for subscribing. Checkmate Asin, thanks so much for subscribing. Blah. Thanks so much for subscribing. Kristen
You're
Lee,
welcome, Jerry
thanks so
Goose.
much for subscribing. Jury Goose. Thanks so much for subscribing. Crazy like Fox News. Thanks so much for subscribing. Radashin. Thanks so much for subscribing.
So far,
Zevar
3
Thanks
very
so much for
worthy
subscribing.
recipients out of
said,
10.
Thanks for the gift sub. Falcon XJW. Thanks for following.
Well, Falcon XJW, you weren't even a follower, sir. And you got a gift sub. Thank you so much for being here. That's crazy. So anyone in the chat, Zevlar got it as well. Namaste, who's in the chat. Hasn't said anything. Hasn't followed as far as I know. In other words, in order to speak in most of these chats, you have to be a follower. Oof, ouch, ouch, ouch.
Falcon XJW said, Master Chess Dojo, thanks for the gift sub.
Namaste, Falcon. Namaste. Where are you from? Where are you from? What are you from and what are you up to?
Falcon XJW said, South Carolina recently joined the dojo a few weeks ago.
Nice. I have many friends in North Carolina because of Charlotte. I cannot say entirely the same for South Carolina, unfortunately. Is he going to let me? He let me. I can't believe he let me do that. And he invited me in. This is like
Falcon
a vampire.
XJW
The
said,
vampire bishop.
I'm like an all from CLT.
Excellent. Have you gotten a chance to play there? I hope you have. I absolutely hope that you have. Uh-oh. This looks very interesting. We are picking up stuff all over the place.
Falcon XJW said, No, I am looking into going to the chess center at some point. I've never been.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you drive? Do you have the opportunity to drive? That is usually the hang-up for me. If I do not drive, there is a problem. All right, we're going for part of the fork against the weakness on c4. Where are the weaknesses? We're going to replace the bishop here because we don't want to trade rooks necessarily. We do want to trade rooks for the maximum ability here of our pizzas. Interesting.
Falcon XJW said, Oh yeah, I've just never been.
This leads to... Oh no! I don't know, I'm just going to take it. Even though I wanted the opportunity. So the Columbia Chess Center in South Carolina is nice. We're going to add these to our list. Oh, Jerry Goose. Wow. Someone has to do it. Someone has to fight for the center if it's not going to be me. Someone has to fight for the center if it's not going to be me. I believe we've been here before on this tactic. And can I get more out of this? Can I get any more mileage out of this that I need? I wanted to play bishop g5, but that's not very serious mileage. Yeah, I'm just going to take... I'm going to cross and cover and cross my fingers. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cross and cover. And hope and pray and hope and pray. Are you getting out of this one?
Never give up. Never back down. Never what? Never give up. Let's go. Let's go.
Now, can I get away with this? I don't think I can. I do not believe that I can get away with it at all. I think I'm just stuck. I have to give back the pizza. But, well, how do I give back the pizza? Just do it that way. Oh, fine. I'll give back the pizza this way. I'm down a pawn. Wait, Dudovich, you were... So the bishop to b4 check.
Lol, I forgot it came with check.
Our attention to detail, Jerry Goose. I'm so sorry. So let's see. We have the subscriber emote in this one. I want to see the subscriber emote. Good, you have the white belt. I'm glad to see that. Well, I want to pin the dojo comment here, which I forgot to do. Weather for Ohio. So the weather command did work in Twitch. The weather for New York. Jerry Goose, the weather for Ohio. A way to go, Ohio. Anybody? Anybody? Come on. Name that. We're pinning that one. Then we are going to pin Columbia Chess Club. The name is correct. Yes, the Columbia Chess Club as opposed to the Columbia Chess Center. sub to our YouTube channel, please. And I don't see on Twitch, on Kick, I did not see the notification, so I just pin that one to get to where we need to be. And on YouTube, wherever the YouTube chat is, oh, I see what's going on. YouTube chat. So strange that it, oh, there it is. Snow Day Rapid Arena at 7 a.m. Pin the message. That is what we're at. 7 a.m. That's the one. We'll pin that one. Dojo Rapid Snow Day Arena. Let's return. Now that we've gotten everything in. It's good that Ron is here. I've had a reasonable streak against Ron recently. Just need to turn the tide. The initiative. Do more tournaments for tomorrow. Falcon. I thought that was Jury Goose with the fa. Useful. Very, very useful. All right. Viking forcing me into an E4 opening. Whoops. We can't let him get a big center. That is the number one thing. Oops. This may not. Oh, silly. What was that all about? Our big plug center. Let's just see if we can drive that one back. We're going to continue. I'm sorry. I really am. I did not mean for that to happen. I did not mean for that to happen at all. Can I do it? Darn it. I'm going to try our best. Gonna try our best for the Rosen Trophy, the under promotion with a knight. Which I have to bring up. I have plenty of under promotions with a bishop. There are a lot of 8 and 1s there, so that the particular position does not count. Very sad. Sadness. Catness, sadness. Yeah, Jury Goose, I was very lucky, obviously. Interesting. Rook to d7. I'm always looking for creative moves. I should stop doing that. Knight h5 check. Not sure what we're doing with this. Ron is just trying to keep his time over 5 minutes, maybe. It's time to move the rook, Ron. Wow. Oh, we can't back it up. Look at all of those. Look at all of those pawns. Egads. He's trying to match me word for word. He's got it. Can he get it? That is the question. Can he catch Jury Goose? I don't think so, though. I think Jury Goose has Ron for the first time, perhaps. Let's check Jury Goose's and Ron's score. Well, actually, Jury Goose won their first outing. And Ron got him today already, apparently. So this looks like it's going to be equal. What? Why did White resign? Oh, because it was check. I assumed that it was bishop takes and it's just an equal game, but after that move, it is definitely going to be White resigns. So the score is +1 for Jury Goose. Let's do that one again. Cross table. Yes, +1 for Jury Goose. No tunes today. Indeed. No tunes today. Creative moves do create problems, but natural moves lead to natural disasters. So therefore, supernatural strength moves are key. Supernatural chess. That's what we're looking for. Supernatural chess. SN Chess Dojo. Yeah, I have considered for a long time trying to find a different name. One that is more gimmicky, that will lead to more popularity with younger viewers. But imagine how many videos and old streams I would have to rename and everything. Yeah. Or I could just retire the old channel entirely and start fresh with 0 subscribers, 0 followers.
Jury Goose said, Skibby Toilet Chess.
Skibby Toilet Chess 6-7. Skibby. Skibby Toilet Chess with Aura. Right, I've got the advisor in the next room. I should just be consulting with him. My 7-year-old would know exactly what to say, right? Brain rot chess. I could see it now. Brain rot chess. I guess I can include it in my stream title, Brain Rot Chess 67, skibbity. Oh, the pairing takes a long time? Why is that? Okay, A, you haven't played.
The pairing takes a very long time.
It's interesting. Just making sure. Viking is here, so this might be faster now. Now that Viking has arrived. At any time somebody takes a little bit of time off, it sometimes does not notice that it's waiting for them to reappear in the That's interesting. Ron did not play it the same way as before. D4 is better, by the way. We know that from a previous analysis, but I like E4. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have to play the computer move just because they're the best. It certainly helps. I like my small plus advantage. Got all 3 chat screens over here. So we've got the most recent comment from Jury Goose in Kick, the most recent comment from myself in YouTube from Rafa, and the most recent comment in Kick from Paul 1E4. I'm not sure what you're going to do here, sir, but why not? Yes, I saw that coming. I'm giving away a lot of stuff now, by the way. I'm giving away a lot of stuff. We have to keep everybody hanging. This was probably better last move. Here a check, there a check, everywhere a check. Interesting.
Rafa said, I just want to play with you.
Do you? Do you now? So I've got an extra rook. That much is true. I had rook to h4 there. For what it was worth. Let's just keep it up. Keep it up. Where could he go from here?
Rafa said, here no one hasn't beaten you yet, maybe I can.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What do I wish to do here for this fellow? Am I worried? I am worried. Oh, no. I was mated there, Ron. I was seriously mated there. That was not good. I was seriously mated in that particular position. Yes, hon? All right, we have less than 10 minutes left in the thingamajiggy. So here, a check, there, a check, everywhere, a check, check. Where are you going, sir? I know what you want to do. But oh, I can't do it, can I? Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Oops. I hallucinated. I did. Does Ron have me here? Gosh, I can't believe that I let myself get outplayed, but he had mate in one. He had already won this game.
Rafa said, continue your victory, don't you lose.
That's easier said than done when he's checkmating you. If I knew that he could checkmate me with a bishop mate, no, there's no mate there with the bishop. Continue my victory, don't lose. Now, Ron is always strong. Always. Where is my record with Ron? Let's just take a quick peek at the cross table here. I had gotten him a couple in a row. In fact, I've gotten him. I'm 3-2 out of the last 5, right? Or maybe even out of the last 7. I've won 5 out of the last 7. But he won 5 in a row before that, so that was crushing. So in a way, we're almost even. So I won 2, he won 5. I won 5, he won 2. C'est la vie. We're back to being even, but I need to be better if I'm going to catch up on the score. Right? 874th meetings over 4.5 years. Ziggy, what is 55 divided by 12? Only because I can't do the math.
It was about 4.58.
Yes, 4.5. Little over 4.5 years. Longer, I think, because I believe he was a follower before he was a subscriber. For at least a few months. I do appreciate his support. I appreciate your support with the calendar, Paul. In fact, why don't you have a badge? There we go. The only badge I really know how to give on Kick at the moment. He definitely deserves an OG badge for being one of the original guys to help out with the stream. I don't know how the VIP and other things work just yet. But we're working on it. I think VIPs are going to go to
Papa said, I hope we can play.
Charles Numero Uno is in the house with Ron. Let's see what this opening was. It was the long variation. Actually, it wasn't the long variation. The long variation is when White plays knight f3 and then knight e5, the long variation. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that variation does, but we do have a creative position that arises. I don't understand this move at all. This is really a non-move. This is something that needs to be said, Ron. Unless you're following up with b4, b5 for some reason in order to access the e5 square, which makes sense. They stopped you, of course. You gave them time to stop. You could have gotten b5 in earlier, even after a6. So the e5 square does belong to Ron, but he chooses to fight for it a different way and not allowing any discoveries on this file. So he's probably going to be playing for the bishop move. I don't know about that. I like this pawn right where it was for the moment. Were you worried about this pawn? I just don't get it. Bishop to f4 straight away seemed more useful, but okay. It is now paid off. Oh, he's playing on the queen side. He's playing for a win on the queen side. So how is he going to go? Knight c3. I'm sorry, knight c1, knight b3, knight c5 for a strategic advantage? I don't know. Ariel Zamora and Jerry Goose. Take a quick peek here at what's going on. Jerry Goose has a massive space advantage. The d5 pawn is a little overworked. But we have a joint operation going in the ruining of pawn structure, mutual destruction pawn, mutual destruction, etc. I might have actually played bishop takes f6 in the last move, Jerry Goose, in order to try to remove the defender of the d5 pawns. Now things are getting even stickier. Pawn takes, knight takes. Knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, bishop takes. I believe knight takes is forced, for what it's worth. But I could be wrong. And so far, white is up a pawn. Actually, I shouldn't say it. White's not up a pawn. White has a pawn majority on the queen side. Black has a pawn majority on the king side. The pawns being split are going to make this a very difficult time. These two pawns make it incredibly difficult to achieve a passed pawn for those three in the majority. So white is down in exchange somehow. Oops, there went the exchange. I didn't see that one coming. It looks like Jerry Goose is definitely the decidedly better or superior player here. Might have kept it going on that side of the board a little bit longer. No worries. There's always a home for this bishop on the loft diagonal. But now a6 is a weakness. Could be awkward. Let's get everybody moving. I'm a little worried that I don't have a reminder that I'm in the arena. Ron ahead, Charles numero uno, still locked in battle, locked in combat. Thought about getting a separate tablet screen right here. It'll be exactly the width of the... I actually might still do that. Exact width of the... So I can share the full screen, and everything that I put on this particular screen will be what appears in the lead chess arena. In the... Or can I put it right there? That way I'm looking exactly at what's going on, and I'm looking at you, the viewer. All right, back to Jerry Goose versus Ariel Zamora. Jerry Goose has managed to capitalize and double his rooks on the 7th rank while stopping that pawn. Oh, you took care of that first? I don't think you needed to do that, but okay. Preventing any Gegenspiel. I would have just gone for the win on the back rank with these. I was going to break up the Yankees, but he's got to sneak in. So I would have played h4 with a place to hide my king behind the g5 pawn, and then brought both rooks down to checkmate from behind. And this is going to work. Or is it? Yep, now the ultimatum is there. Jerry Goose has it. And it's not stalemate. No, it's not stalemate. Hide, hide, hide. Hide, hide. Nicely done. Nicely done, Jerry Goose. Oops. I think I got a game by accident. RRR, the legend. Namaste. No, no, no. I appreciate the berserking, though. Interesting. Interesting. Thought I'd bait you there for that one.
Jury Goose said, "Isn't the QC7 line a mistake in the variation you replaying? I thought I had read in Ivan Sarik's book about that."
I believe you. I absolutely believe you. I am toast. Toast, 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 toast.
Jury Goose said,
Just
"I've
trying to
never seen
avoid
the book
getting
in
mated
so long
here.
I don't even know the correct move, lol."
Just trying to avoid getting mated here. Yep. I should have given him the points to get further up the top three. Would he have been at 5? He would have gained 5 points. That is true. Nicely done, RRR the legend. Yeah, but I did the cheesy chess.com stall method. I do have to get my wife to the train station. So, and I have something else I need to do as well. Control C. That is ticked. I need the other. Please enjoy Anna Canton. Her husband's birthday is coming up. Tom Canton's
Jury
may or may
Goose
not have been last
said,
week.
"TTY."
Talk to you later. Cherry Goose, thank you all. I'm glad we got our subscriber base up, our subscriber points up just a little bit. Cheers and ciao. I need to set my follower goals so I can do that again. I don't mind contributing. I do get a percentage back. So it's not like I'm pitching in the most. Ron, hey, thank you so much for being here. Cheers and
Rafa
ciao, everyone.
said, "Nice game."
Congrats to all who were playing. Falcon XJW, thank you for the follow. Ron, again, thank you for the 55 months. It has been a pleasure, everyone.